Here is an EOA Live Grande story.
I am from Portland, Oregon. I began studying ballet at the age of 3, and later, of course, adding all the other disciplines, danced. So my entire life is dance, has been dance. By my late teens, early 20s, I was dancing professionally. I danced with the Portland Ballet Theater and the Portland Repertory Theater. Did solo performances throughout the Northwest. But when I was in middle school, about middle school is when I realized I wanted to be a dance teacher. And I used to invite little neighborhood kids over and bring them down to the basement, and I would teach them little dances. And I just knew that that was something that I always wanted to do. But I also knew that I needed to experience it first before ever teaching it. So I moved to La Grande in 1979, early 79, January or February, quite remember. But I moved here to get away from the city and raise my 2 children. I didn't want to raise them in the city. But it was a difficult move because I had just joined another ballet company. But I looked at my 2 babies and I thought, I need to be someplace a little bit safer and healthier. And so looked at a few other communities and fell in love with Union County and La Grande, the churches, the schools, just everything, the mountains of fresh air, the people. So it was for them, my 2 children. For me, it was a difficult move, culturally and, that sort of thing. I had a dance program with the Grande High School, for one, and in my studio, I have several students right now that I have there and I'm working with too. And it just keeps them on the straight and narrow, gives them something to feel really good about themselves and in who they are and what they're doing, and they can step outside the door and just feel really good about themselves, no matter what else is going on around them in their world and in their personal lives. At Grande High School, I had a dance program for about 14 years with the school district, and the students could receive a grade. They could receive a credit. And I had several students say, oh my gosh, if it wasn't for the dance program, I would never have graduated high school. Well, the discipline, the structure, I think is very important because it's just that they learn self-control, and the discipline and how to do things technically correct. I'm a stickler about that, and I tell my students, when you step out of this box, no matter which way you go, that the technique is the most important thing. So, yeah, I can be a little bit strict, and I used to have a reputation being the mean dance teacher, but I'm not a mean dance teacher. I love my students, and they know that they're loved, and they also know when I mean business. So, and I strive for perfection, and I want that from my students, and I always tell them, it's near perfect. You're near perfect, but not quite. So do it again. But I think that's going to bring out the best of someone. If I can just, I always tell my students too, I'm not here to put you down or make you feel bad about yourself. I'm here to make you better. And I love you, and I want you to be your very, very best. Because if you're your very best and you love what you're doing, then you're a winner no matter what. Thursday, June 6th, 6:30 p.m. at the Grande High School auditorium. We're celebrating 40 years, and it is, we're calling it Classical Meets Swing, with a little bit of tap and jazz and acrobatics in between. So it'll be a great show.